Coming up on today's show, Baker Mayfield or Case Keenum? Point blank, have asked this question before. Got to ask it again after the way Baker played yesterday. Kareem Hunt Sr. Also didn't know Kareem Hunt was a junior, but his dad chimes in on Baker Mayfield. Kind of joins an elite company with Odell Beckham Sr. And then finally an update on Jack Conklin. All that coming your way on today's Browns Report. I'm your host, Matthew Peterson. But before we get into it, there's a great deal running right now at Fanatics with Cyber Monday. Look at this awesome this pullover right here. 20% off. It's just under $60. This deal is not going to run forever, so get it right now. I've got the link for you guys in the comments and the description of this video. Here's the deal. I put off Christmas and holiday shopping every single year. Please don't join me in that bad company. Get ahead of it right now. This deal's going to end, and then you're going to pay full price in like a week or two. Take your credit card out right now. Get this done. Get the shopping over with, and then you can sit back and enjoy the rest of this Browns video. Browns rumors we're going to cover on today's show are going to be fun. But first, here's a scale of believability, the way we kind of rank how real these rumors are, from 0 Bernie Kosar heads all the way to 4 Believeland, take it to the bank, 1 Bernie head, small shred of truth, 2 Bernie heads, people are talking, maybe a little bit of a rumor, 3 Bernie heads, pretty likely, we're just not all the way there, and finally, 4 Bernie heads, Believeland, you know it is true. So the first rumor on today's show, bench Baker Mayfield. I don't like having to have this conversation, and I don't want to have it every Monday. But we're at the point now where I don't feel like I'm doing a good job if I don't at least pose the question. So that's why I'm only going to give this 1 Bernie head. It's not 0. We have passed that point. If you're still at 0, props to you. Baker's paying you a lot of money, I guess. But I'm at 1 Bernie head. The reason why it's not more, though, is Kevin Stefanski said this after the loss on Sunday night on benching Baker. We're not doing that. Pretty point blank if you ask me. So it's not 0 because with the bye coming up, maybe they want to entertain giving Case Keenum 2 weeks to prepare for the Ravens at home. But if the head coach says we're not doing it, chances are they're not going to do it. Now, the reason why I think there should be some at least chatter and conversation about Baker's, nothing appears to be improving. You would think as the health gets better, maybe the play would follow. Doesn't seem to be the case. Through 2021, he's got 11 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Those aren't the numbers you want to see from your first overall pick. And last night in Baltimore, 18 for 37. Half of that blame should go on Stefanski. The game plan shouldn't be 37 passes for a struggling injured quarterback. And this isn't kind of a 37, have to throw the ball to get back in the game. The most you trailed by was 10. For the most part, this was a field goal / touchdown game. And I get it, the Ravens' run defense was shutting down Chubb and Kareem Hunt, but why not throw to Hunt? Why not get him involved in what he's the best asset of his ability, in my opinion, in the passing game? I like seeing both of them on the field a little bit more yesterday, but it's just frustrating to see that Stefanski once again, it's just, we'll talk about it in a little bit, taking on blame, and it's fine, and everyone wants to take ownership, but not when it comes week after week. So maybe you have to wonder, is Case Keenum worth a shot? And that's why I asked this question. Should the Browns bench Baker Mayfield? Type B for bench or S for start. I'll make this the pinned comment, so if you get hit with the YouTube ad break right now, scroll on down, reply, and then join the video when the ad is over. Personally, I think this. What do you gain with Keenum, okay? You know that you have to make a decision about Baker Mayfield and his future in Cleveland. Sitting Baker and putting Keenum out there maybe helps short term for the rest of the season in terms of just wins, but you have to have a full picture of Baker Mayfield going into what could be his final year in Cleveland and whether or not you want to give him that extension. And that's why I wonder, you really don't learn much with Case Keenum out there. At least with Baker out there, you're going to find out if he's the guy or if he's not the guy. If Keenum's out there, you don't answer that question very well. So at least play Baker and learn if he is the future going forward. If you play him and he sucks, you have a better idea of what you want to do in the upcoming draft. If you don't play him, then you don't really know what to do with Baker. So that's where I stand on that one. I know Browns fans are all over the place, and I don't blame him. He's a polarizing topic right now. And it's polarizing because people aren't happy with his play, like Kareem Hunt's dad. What with dads and Baker? It's just frustrating. I'm giving this one, if Baker is bad with parents, 2 Bernie heads, because Kareem Hunt Sr. didn't know Kareem Hunt was a junior, went to Facebook, because that's what parents do, and ranted about Baker Mayfield. And I'm going to show you what he said in just a moment. But first, have you subscribed to the Best Cleveland Browns channel on YouTube? If not, then subscribe today, because if you're a lifelong Browns fan, which I know you are, then you're not punting on this season. You know how tough it can be as a Browns fan, but not giving up. We're gonna stay true. We're gonna hold on for the rest of the year, because when football is over, we're gonna miss football. So subscribe today if you have not already, and if you have subscribed, we appreciate you joining the channel. So like I mentioned, Kareem Hunt Sr. took to Facebook, because what parent doesn't, and had this to say. Oh, here we go. Now, I'm getting people on my Facebook saying I'm being like OBJ daddy, and I'm not. I'm stating facts on football and what we see. He's limping, he's scared to throw the ball, and they know he's hurt. They're going to keep listening, but if people don't like what I'm saying, unfriend me. I'm not jeopardizing nothing. I got a right to speak. I ain't posting no videos. Have a good day. Go Browns, hopefully. And exhale. 1, can someone teach them about the use of a period? Let's break that long run sentence up. We can make it a couple sentences. But the spark notes, the cliff notes from that is he doesn't want to be lumped into the OB senior conversation, but he is asking for improvement. And I think he's just saying what a lot of people are saying, and he's got a bigger platform because he's the father of Kareem Hunt. So I don't really fault him all that much for being upset about the recent play from Cleveland. I do think you do have to know what the territory comes with when you are in the spotlight, when you're the parent or, a family member of a pro athlete. What you say kind of gets blown up a little bit more than what I say. So he should probably keep that in mind, just because there's a third of the season left, or a little more than that even. And Kareem Hunt and Baker Mayfield got to have a good relationship if this season's going to turn around. And for the second time, Baker Mayfield's got to walk into a locker room and see one of his teammates' parents chirping him. That sucks. That's not a fun thing to go to work to every single day. So are they going to release Kareem Hunt too? I sure hope not. I really don't think it's going to get to that point. But it only took Odell Beckham's dad to talk a little shit for OBJ to get out of town. So I don't think they're going to release Kareem Hunt, but I really hope they don't send him home from practice, because we know what that means from GM Andrew Berry and co. But here we go again. Where do you stand on players' parents chiming in? This is like a youth soccer team. We got some parents getting feisty in the email chain. L for like or D for dislike. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. But speaking of Hunt, after the game, Kevin Stefanski was asked about the game plan, and talked about Kareem Hunt not getting many targets, being a part of the air raid, and he said, yeah, that's something that was on my end. We got to do better, basically. I'm tired of apologies, Kevin. You don't get the word Stefanski when you're losing after posting 4 interceptions and 3 points off of it. If you take responsibility as an adult, whatever profession you're in, props to you. That's great. More people need to do that. But at a certain point, when you keep apologizing time and time again, it gets a little old. Okay, I know you're coach of the year last year, and you can ride that honeymoon all through this year, but all I'm going to say is look at Matt Nagy and the Chicago Bears. He was coach of the year in 2018. That relationship hasn't worked very well afterwards. You can only pull that card for so long. Stefanski and his game plan and play calling has to take a lot of ownership for the meltdown of last night's loss, when the defense does everything possible to give this offense a chance to win. Limiting Lamar Jackson, picking him off 4 times, and the offense can't even get as many points off those turnovers. Final Browns rumor on today's show. Is Jack Conklin done for the season? I'm going to give this one 4 Bernie heads. Believeland, you can take it to the bank. I don't know why I'm saying that with so much enthusiasm. It sucks, because this is another blimp, another speed bump in Conklin's career, which has been so great at times, but has had a bad run of injuries as well. Adam Schefter tweeted this out late last night. Browns are concerned the standout right tackle Jack Conklin tore his patella tendon during Sunday night's loss to the Ravens, per source. And so Conklin, a 2-time All-Pro, who has faced injuries when he was with the Titans, and ultimately it led to the reason why he left the Titans. And now he's facing similar issues. His 3rd run of an injury this year, knee, then elbow, then back to knee. and it makes you wonder what his future in Cleveland looks like. But guys, type 78 his number down in the comment section to send well wishes. I was so happy to see how many of you guys typed 23 when Troy Hill got injured in the Patriots game. Let's keep that going right now. Hopefully he can feel those good vibes coming his way because he's such a special player, and without him, the Browns definitely skip a beat. So send your 78s down below. Here's what the offensive line depth chart looks like, though, without Jack Conklin. You have Blake Hand starting at right tackle. Oddly enough, never took a snap at tackle in the preseason. He was mostly a guard, filled in late last year, kind of a journeyman player, undrafted back in 2019 out of Northwestern, popped around at different practice squads. Happy to see him finding a home because I think he's done pretty well filling in. For a backup, what you can ask for is what he's giving you right now. So the other promising thing is at least you haven't seen Jedrick Wills pop up on the injury report because he's had those nagging ankle injuries. But that's what the offensive line depth chart looks like without Jack Conklin going forward. But you got to feel for the guy because he was so great for the Titans. He was the 9th overall pick, All-Pro his rookie season, I think. Got off to a phenomenal start. Then he had some injuries, and ultimately the Titans just didn't want to invest the capital in a player with an injury history early on. And with the way GM Andrew Berry's been spending on the offensive line, you kind of know you can't keep this group together forever because someone just wants to get paid a ton and they can't pay everyone all that kind of money. You just don't, give that kind of capital to the offensive line. So you feel for Conklin. Hopefully he can recover soon and he'll be able to get back on the field shortly. But Browns fans, make sure you check out that awesome pullover. We got the promo code right there at the bottom of your screen, and I got it included in the comments and the description of this video. And we will see you guys later this week here on the Cleveland Browns Report.